Well, it seems I may have lost Wilson Jr. to a local dog. He wanted to play. I threw it. Oh, now I can get it. Sorry. Yep. Got to take Wilson Jr. with me. I know, but I gotta go though. Go get it. Go get it. No, we're playing a little bit. Hopefully he lets me have it back at some point. Anyway, it's a beautiful morning. I don't know what day it is. I'll get back to you with that. But we'll see if we can get Wilson Jr. back so we can go for a walk. Okay, so a proper good morning to day 27. And yes, we did lose Wilson Jr. to that lovely dog who just wanted to play, but I just couldn't get it back to him. Every time he put it down, I picked it up, threw it, and the last time he just didn't want to give it back, which is fine. Wilson Jr. now has a new home, and I have pilgrims along the way now, so yeah, Wilson will be happy and we'll be okay. I knew we'd find it. There's the church. Not really sure what century, but it had a sign yesterday. I just didn't go there yesterday, and I forget what the sign said, but we'll check it out now. Chances are it's not open, even though it is a Sunday morning. But you know how things go. Not a lot of people around. Not all the churches are open all the time, even on Sunday, because they moved worship services to different churches, and you just have to, look at the calendar and see where it's going to be for that particular day. Anyway, I'm pretty sure the Camino also goes that way, because why wouldn't it go by a church? This also generally happens once or twice a Camino, and we have to wait for the sheep. And oh, there's the sheepdog right at the back. So, and someone else. Guess we get to go now. So coming down the mountain yesterday, I mentioned the Saints Way, or the route to the Saints, and it looks like we're still on it. And we all know Rob's still not a saint, but yeah, it's awesome that we did find that coming down the mountain. And for this part, it's still, that's going backwards. That's where we came from, but that's the first time I've seen that sign since we were on the mountain. I'm not sure where it goes from here, but I know the Camino goes this way. Maybe this is also through to the Saints. Who knows? Anyway, after we pass those sheep, it's every year we see something. Not always sheep. Sometimes it's cows. Usually it's cows, though sheep have been a couple times, but that was a lot of sheep. Still a little melancholy about losing Wilson Jr. to that dog back there, but he hadn't had a lot of time to play this last week because the terrain just hasn't been proper for him. This kind of road is okay for him, but the roads we were on during the French Riviera were perfect for him. Now he's got a nice country home. Hopefully that dog doesn't bury him somewhere and forget about him, because he was a good friend for a while. So as I mentioned yesterday, the scenery has changed a bit since we crossed over that last mountain, and we have more farmlands. Right here there's quite a bit of trees, but the hills are also appear to be less rocky and more rolly. And on a totally side note, this morning as we were getting ready to go, everybody's telling me how it's Sunday and nothing's going to be open, and they actually all know I've done like 10 different Caminos, but they still have to tell me that everything's closed on Sunday. And as I was getting ready to go, they were waiting around because the bakery opened at 7:30, and they're like, "Do you have bread?" And I just said yes, because I've gotten to the point where even though they see what I eat at breakfast and it's not what they eat at breakfast, perhaps they don't know what I eat at lunch, but it's also not what they normally eat at lunch. So for me, having bread, baguettes are great, don't get me wrong, but yeah, protein, cheese, I'll take sliced bread any day because that's what I grew up on. They grew up on baguettes. That's great. But instead of trying to explain that over and over, I just say yeah, because it basically means I have lunch, I have food for dinner if necessary, and we all go about our happy days. So is it 3 out of 3 or 4 out of 4 days now that Rob has lost his way in the woods? We have definitely lost our way in the woods again. Somehow we missed the marks. And this time we're not going to be able to blame it on lumbering, because we haven't seen any lumbering. Well, it looks like down there, something I'm going to be able to follow back, because we need to go that way. I hear a river. Oh, yep, there's a road. Look at that. Oh man, probably another kilometer out of our way so far. Let's see how much longer we can make today. We finally made our way back, and now we're following the body of water. Not sure the name of it, but we'll be following it for a while. And yeah, it's beautiful. Probably did an extra 2 miles at this point, not kilometers, miles. Oh well, sky's blue, weather's cool. We're headed up that way after we take a break. According to Google, this is the Lac du Lauzes, and there's an island there right in the middle, and it comes off of the Vèbre, which was the river we were on. So the last town was Murat-sur-Vèbre, which means it was Murat on the river. And the lake will end up here. I'm not sure what goes on with the Vèbre after that, but we're also going to be walking away from it. Anyway, it's been a nice walk, though. They don't keep us on the shore the whole time. Sometimes they just bring us in for, I don't know, to go up a hill, to go down a hill, and then they come back to the water. Though this one doesn't look like we're going up the hill, so. Well, we finally had our first run-in with the boo. Yeah, we don't like the boo. Everything's all muddy. One misstep, and we were covered, well, to our ankles. Good thing we have extra socks. So we're at our little town here that's right by the lake. I'll show you the lake. We were able to clean our feet off in the lake, which was good. Even though we did put on new dry socks, we were able to get the mud off our sandals as well. But yeah, some of these look really old and falling over, but it's a neat little place. There's a nice little chapel. Don't know if it's open, but oh, it's a cool tower. But I do see a sign that says free water, so I gotta find the free water. Well, we found the front door. It's not often that this works for us, but let's see. Ooh, this one's open. Oh, this is a nice little chapel. We have cold water outside. Oh yeah, very nice here. So as we leave this lovely chapel, we have our biggest climb of the day. It's going to be about 600 or 700 feet. And we just calculated during our break how far we went extra today, and it was like 2.45 miles. Yeah, quite a few kilometers, but it is what it is. It was only supposed to be a 21 kilometer day. Now it'll be a 24 kilometer day, or thereabouts. So apparently this trail is a lot of things, though they all might say similar things. I don't know. Oh no, there's actually a couple different trails in there. Look at that. But it looks like our way is that way. So let's go there. Once again, we've reached a peak, and we're about to turn left. But yeah, an underwhelming view from our highest point today. Whew, sun's pretty cool though. That's bright. I don't know why I just thought about this now as we're coming down the other side of this hill. But yeah, this morning when they asked me if I had bread, I wasn't totally lying when I said yes, because I did make a ham and cheese sandwich last night and put it in the freezer section so it will be nice and cold in the morning, so it could be my lunch, and it's almost lunchtime. But you know, ham and cheese sandwich has bread, so yeah, I wasn't lying. I got bread. Not their kind, but I got bread. Another pretty nice view that we'll share with you. Still on our way down. I'm kind of hoping that those Eolian over there are not the ones we were near yesterday, because I kind of hoped we'd be farther away from them by now, but nice shot. So we made it to our town, and I kind of like their tables here. They're the fronts of tractors. Now, my phone said this place is open, but right now it certainly doesn't look open. But yeah, it's pretty neat. Anyway, this is a really old town. I hope they do open at some point, though. I'm gonna need some food. This is the view from our bar, the one place that's open on a Sunday. So we've been here for quite a while, but it's pretty pretty high up. But yeah, it's a beautiful view. We're not sitting out here because one of the guys has like total vertigo. Okay, well, dinner was a lot of different drinks, and that's pretty much it. But this is a great view from this town. Not a lot's open. It is Sunday, and I have no idea what you're seeing because the sun is right in my eyes right now. But this will probably be the last thing we show you because, whew, we gotta go to bed. I mean, I know the sun's up there, but man, we're tired.